Hello, welcome to Spiritual Revelations Tarot. Today I'm going to do a general read today, and let's see what comes out. All right, I'm using this deck to ask Spirit of the characteristics of the people who are in this reading. And I'm using this deck to ask Spirit the signs that are involved in this reading. And I will use this deck for the emotions in this reading, and then I will use tarot. Okay, let's get started. I pre-shuffled the decks prior to coming on. So let's see. Spirit, what are the characteristics of the people who are in this reading? What type of person are they? Okay. This will be 2 or more people, Spirit. What are the characteristics of the people in this message, Spirit, that you want to talk about? What are the characteristics of the people in this reading? Okay. We have Prince, the light attribute, a romantic charm and potential for power. All right. And we have another characteristic, which is a God light attribute, benevolent and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Okay. These are both light attributes. So I'll put these two together. A prince who is romantic and charmed, and potential for power. The shadow side of this prince is using power for self-aggrandizement. Aggrandizement. I hope I probably didn't pronounce that right, but and then the next card was God. Somebody has a God complex or God-like energy because they recognize the internal force within themselves and others. Okay. Are there any more characters in this reading, Spirit? Any other characteristics who are involved in this reading, Spirit? Is there any other, Spirit? Okay, I'll take those 2 cards. Let's look at the bottom of the deck here. Scribe. Light attribute, preserving knowledge and information. Somebody, this is a card of someone writing a journal. Okay, perhaps writing a journal about their experiences. All right, so we had 2 cards out. A prince and someone who is a godlike figure. All right. Spirit, what signs are involved in this reading? What signs are involved in this reading, Spirit? Shuffle. All right. What signs are involved in this reading, Spirit? Okay. What signs are involved in this reading? Let me get my card straight. What signs are involved in this reading, Spirit? 2 cards. What signs are involved in this reading? 1 more card. What signs are involved in this reading, Spirit? That don't even belong in this deck. Oh, I'll keep that to the side. This belongs to a different deck, to my surrender deck. And it fell out, and it says, surrender unhealthy relationships. I'll keep this to the side over here. Okay. All right. What signs are involved in this reading, Spirit? What signs are involved in this reading, or what is this reading about? 1 more card. 1 more card, Spirit. One more card. Oop, there you go. All right. All right. A particular sign did not drop out, but we have the first card is this message is regarding the future, North Node, meaning the future. All right. The second card is debilitated, discomfort. Something in this message is regarding the future. It will be uncomfortable. And the last card is Midheaven, Pentacle. Midheaven, Pentacle. All right. Do I have this book out? Midheaven. Not all the way in heaven. Halfway is midheaven. And I don't see that. I don't see that book here. All right. Midheaven. When I think of midheaven, someone is almost there, but not quite. It's midheaven. So this is something that's going to happen in the future. It's not going to be comfortable, and it evolves midheaven, the pinnacle. All right. Now I want my book. Oh, here it is. I found it. I want to get an accurate meaning of this card. 36, Midheaven. All right, Midheaven, Pentacle, action, inventory, your professional reputation, and ask what you can do to strengthen it. Update your website, look at your definition of success, and make sure it is your own, actually make you happy, and is not one you have inherited from your family or mentors. Think about the training you received from these authorities and notice where it still serves you and where you need to release their preconceptions and step into something bigger. So, the challenge with this midheaven card: traditions, other people's expectations, or your family history may be complementary to your idea of your own potential, or they may be hurdles to overcome as you find your true path. The gift here, underneath all worldly sense of ambition, is a soul's longing to live out its potential and listen to the call. It's time to take inventory of your professional reputation and ask what you can do to strengthen it. What can you do to strengthen your reputation? Okay. That's what this reading is about. All right. So we have a prince and someone and God. A prince and God. Could it be that God is working with this prince? Okay. Recognizing the eternal force within oneself and others. That is a godlike attribute. Recognizing one's own force. So, yeah. And the prince is the romantic charmer and potential for power. That's what this prince is looking for. All right. Now, let's take a look at the emotions here. Okay, Spirit. What's the emotions between these two? The prince and God. What's the emotions between the prince and God? The God-like person who recognizes the power, the eternal force within them. God. What are the emotions between Prince and God? Oh, let me see here. Let's see what comes out. All right. All right, Spirit. What messages do you have? What messages do you have, Spirit? What messages do you have, Spirit? What are the emotions in this reading, Spirit, about? Too many cards here. What are the emotions, Spirit? Let me see. What are the emotions? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right. The emotions. Someone wants victory, or someone received victory. Someone wants victory in a choice that they are going to take, because there are adjacent possibilities. And the choice that they choose, they have to make the right choice in order to receive this cornucopia. All right, so a female has a choice to make between adjacent possibilities. But one of those possibilities lead to cornucopia. All right, so we have a prince and a godlike figure over here. So, and the signs are the North Node, which represent the future. But there's discomfort here. And midheaven. All right, now I already read what midheaven was. And midheaven talks about traditions, other people's expectations, or your family history may be complementary to your idea of your own potential, or they may be hurdles to overcome as you find your true path. So here's the hurdle right here, which is the discomfort that may occur in the future. Okay. So someone received victory, or someone will have victory if they choose to correct adjacent possibility in order to receive this cornucopia. All right. Now let me take out this deck before I get to the tarot deck. Now, which tarot deck would I like to use here? I'll use this one. I'll use this deck. This is a gentle deck. All right. I'll use this one last. All right, let me shuffle this deck. Spirit. This is the tarot deck right here. Spirit. What else would you like to say in this reading regarding God and this prince and the discomfort that may come in the future? Because someone is discovering themselves And they are also recognizing the eternal force within themselves, Spirit. They have, in order for them to receive victory, they have to make the right decision of adjacent possibilities because they want cornucopia. What else, Spirit? All right, let's see what comes out. Let's see what the story is here. Let me rearrange these cards. All right, Spirit. What else? Any messages regarding this situation? Any messages regarding this situation, Spirit? So, one card. So this must be God talking to the prince. Oh no, the prince came out first. So the prince is talking to God. Okay, the prince is talking to God about their choices. They have two choices, and they have to pick the right one if they want cornucopia. All right, 5 cards are on the table. Let's see. What do the cards say? Because there's going to be a discomfort taking place. Let's find out. These are 5 cards that came out. One card did not come faced up. All right, let's see what the first card is. Patience. This is the Temperance card, I believe. Patience. Your efforts are taking root, but results may take time. Reflect on your progress and make adjustments if needed. Stay patient. This period of waiting will lead to growth and rewards. All right. So somebody is impatient. God is trying to talk to the prince, telling them to be patient. Your efforts are taking root. Don't give up. You have to be patient. But while you're being patient, to reflect on your progress and make adjustments if needed. The second card, Adventure. This card is the Fool. Notice the person standing on the edge of the rock with the dog there in front of her, trying to protect her. So somebody is going on an adventure while this person is patiently waiting, all right, for progress, or they having to make an adjustment because the other person wants to go on an adventure. They're ready to take a risk. Or this could be this person wanting to take a risk. But Spirit or God is telling this person to be patient. All right? But the shadow side is coming out of this person because they are impatient. And here's the shadow. This looks like the devil card. where two people are chained to the devil, and not that it is the devil, is the shadow within each one of us. Okay, we all have shadows. We all have both light and shadows, and one needs to recognize their own shadows. All right. So let's see. The Let me go back to the adventure card. This person, this prince, wants to go out and take a risk. And the universe invites you to take the first step into the unknown if you want to take a risk. It's going to be unknown. And Spirit wants you to trust that this leap will bring growth and new opportunities. But somebody's shadow is coming out, and they may be feeling bound by fear and unhealthy attachments. Okay? And Spirit wants them to recognize these patterns and take steps to free themselves of these shadows. True empowerment comes from choosing liberation over limitation. Trust in your ability to reclaim your power. Okay. So, this is the prince who is waiting patiently to greet or meet the person they desire, and they bringing them gifts of flowers. All right. And somebody has a choice of adjacent possibilities. And that adjacent possibility could be their approach. Because one approach can be the shadow side, or the other choice is the light side. How are you going to come in or go on this adventure? But the shadow side came out, and Spirit is saying, beware. It's not time yet. Be patient. You may not be ready yet. If you are going to go on your venture while you're still in your shadow, okay? And this is God speaking over here, giving advice to this prince. And that is the discomfort. The discomfort is probably the being patient. That's the discomfort in this message that we got the card out earlier. That's the discomfort is being patient. All right? And this is going to happen in the future. All right. Now we have two cards down here. And Spirit is saying, all right, if you're going to be in this shadow, the next card out is deception. That's what I was saying. There's a choice. Adjacent possibilities. Then to go in your shadow to approach someone with gifts of flowers, as opposed to going in the light, taking a different approach. All right? So there's deception. If you go on this journey, taking a risk, taking a risk of deception. This is the Seven of Swords, deception. And Spirit is saying, be mindful of dishonesty, whether from others or yourself. Clarity and integrity will lead to better outcomes. Avoid shortcuts and trust in truth as the foundation of success. All right? This is what God is saying to this prince. He said, don't go in the Seven of Swords. Don't be deceitful. And if you're not deceitful, you go in the light. And in the end, here we have celebration. A time of joy and accomplishment has arrived. So someone, this is like a general collective read. So someone in the collective, or several people in the collective, chose to go and choose the light side by being patient and waiting for the perfect timing to go on an adventure and take a risk. Okay? So there was victory, celebration in the end. And we also, the card came out victory regarding emotions. So someone chose the light side of communication with another person. And this also says in the future, this is going to happen in the future. Because we got that card. North Node means the future. So someone followed their North. We all should be following our North Node. And the North Node represents the future. We don't want to be in the South Node. The North Node is a higher energy level than the South Node. So everybody should be moving forward toward their North Node in order to get this cornucopia. All right, but there's also a midheaven. The midheaven is somebody who is discovering their own potential. All right, so let's ask Spirit using the tarot what this potential is. Spirit, what is the potential in this energy? What's the potential? All right. Prosperity. What else, Spirit? What's the potential? What's the potential? Okay, thank you, Spirit. What's the potential? And Spirit says, let's take a look at the cards. I think they came out this way. All right. Let's take a look here. What's the potential? And the potential is prosperity. You embody material success and lead with confidence. Your wisdom and generosity inspire growth in others. Very good. What is the potential of this prince? They embody material success that leads with leads with confidence. This person is in the Eight of Swords. So this person is on defense. Why? You may face opposition and challenges, which is what we said earlier, discomfort. All right, that's the North Node. Here it is, right here, discomfort. All right. So whatever the potential is going to lead to prosperity. But somebody is on defense because they feel as though they may face opposition or challenges. But Spirit is telling you that you have the strength to stand your ground. Now these are swords. Right, this person is stuck in their head. They want to trust in their ability and protect what they have built. This person is resilient and focused and can overcome obstacles and rise above them. Okay. This prince. All right. And here is the star. The star represents hope in a situation. Healing and renewal are flowing into your heart. All right, into this prince's heart. So this prince is manifesting prosperity, and they are manifesting, are hoping, or wishing for what? Oh, hope. But the next card is struggle. And this is what? The discomfort. And that's probably why they are in defense, but yet hoping. So they are struggling. These are those challenges again. They may leave you feeling isolated or unsupported. Hope is closer than you think. Reach out for support. The moment will pass, bringing valuable lessons and strength. So you may be feeling that like this is a struggle, but it really isn't. Because help is on the way and valuable lessons have been learned when it comes to a community of people that you collaborate with. A time of celebration and shared joy has arrived. Now we got celebration how many times here? Celebrating with community. Celebration right here. And did we get any more? Cornucopia, that's like celebration. 3 times. I count cornucopia. All right. 3 cards of celebration. Now, that's that. I want to see what this deck says right here. Let's go a little deeper here. Let's see. Let's see what comes out here. Okay. So what is this Prince intent, Spirit? What is this Prince intent? What is this Prince intent, Spirit? What is this Prince intent? The Prince, romantic charm and potential for power. Somebody who has the potential for power. What did you have messages regarding the intent of this Prince, Spirit? What's the intent of this Prince? That's too many. 2 more cards, Spirit. Wait a minute. 2 more. Okay. It says, eternal love. Somebody wants to grow old with you. That's what this Prince is saying. They're saying they had an accident, but now they want blessings. Let's see. Spirit, let me have a card for accident. What was the accident, Spirit? What was the accident? Oh. The accident was they were bullied. I got bullied here. All right. What's the blessing, Spirit, for this Prince? What's the blessing? Somebody is protesting. Why? Because they are protesting against somebody being able to save some money. We have eternal love here. Somebody had an accident. What was that accident? They were bullied. But they're going to receive a blessing. What's the blessing? Protest. There's going to be a protest, an inadequacy. Somebody's going to sue somebody. And they are paying attention. That's not a blessing? Oh, somebody's going to sue somebody. The blessing is they are protesting against you saving. Saving what? For your old age, your eternal love? They're saving money and somebody is protesting it. Somebody's angry because somebody is saving money for their eternal love. Here. All right. Clarify protest. But that is, yeah. Let me have a card for protest, Spirit. What is that? Why are they protesting? Who is? Now, let me do this. Let's see. Let me shuffle this deck. All right, Spirit. Show me who is protesting, Spirit. Who is protesting? Tell me more about protest, Spirit. What is the protest, Spirit? Oh, the lover. A lover is protesting, meaning they are against them saving money. Weird. Everybody should save money. I think I got too much light on here. I hope that's better. Okay. So somebody's blessing is protesting a lover when it comes to saving. All right, Spirit? So this lover could be a Gemini or have Gemini in their chart. And this blessing is that somebody's protesting, either telling this Gemini to save money, probably for the future. But this is a protest, either to save or don't save. I don't know. Let me do this. But clarify one card for savings. What are they saving for, Spirit? What are they saving for? What are they saving for, Spirit? Clarify savings. Preservation. Collection. Or what? Meanness. Oh, clarify savings. One card for savings, Spirit. That's too many. One card for savings. Oh, there you go. Savings. Yep, see? Compromise. So remember earlier we talked about choices. It could be how a person approaches another person. Are they going to go toward that person in their shadow side or their light side? But here, the cards are saying that the blessing is somebody's going to protest against this lover when it comes to saving money. Because, look, because they have to compromise between two people. Right here, they have to compromise between two females. One compromise between two females, and somebody had an accident because they said they were bullied by somebody. Okay. Now, who else is in this situation? Who are the two females in this situation, Spirit? Oh, one is the Four of Swords. So somebody could already be in a commitment. All right, let me put this card here. We already know these, right? So let me put this right here with the Prince. Compromise. So this Prince has to compromise between two. And this card came out, the Four of Wands. So one they could be already have a commitment with. All right. All right. What else you want to tell us, Spirit? Who are the two in this situation, Spirit? Who are the two females in this situation where they had to compromise? Dang. All right, I'm gonna leave these. Should I leave these cards, the ones that turned up on the table? Okay. Let's see. All right. Temperance came out. All right. So you got this man in the middle with two females. And you got the four ones over here and temperance over here. All right. Then the other cards that came out was the page of wands. So this is a messenger. A messenger is coming. And the message is this page of cups. Let me put this right here. This page of cups is coming in with their offer. All right. And the next card is truth and clarity. So this is what I see. We have a prince who is compromising between two females. One could be already in a commitment, and then on the other side, is patience. And that is the card that came out earlier in the reading. Let me see, I kept those cards out. And the first card was patience. Ah, ain't that some? Here it is. Patience came out again. All right. So somebody needs to have, this prince needs to have patience when it comes to a commitment. Patience came out twice. Now we have a messenger down here. And here is the page of cups. So this page of cups, which is the prince, is apologizing to this page of wands. All right. And as far as this ace of swords, this could be like a new beginning, or this can be clarity for someone when it comes to patience and victory, because we saw the victory card earlier too. So basically, Spirit is trying to tell somebody how to win in this situation. If they have patience, you need to compromise. But we still don't know that other. All right, let me use this tarot. Who's involved here? Can you show us the sign, Spirit? I know a quicker way to do this. Find out who's on the table. Let me use my dice. I'm going to use 2 dice. I'm going to use 3 dice because we got 3 people right here. Now, let me do that. I need the signs. 1, 2. Okay, I got these 3 discs. All right, let's find out. Who are the 3 people in this reading, Spirit? Okay. We have a Gemini, a Sagittarius, and a Leo. No, wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, that's. Wait a minute. No. This is. Darn, let me see. This is a node. So the cards told us what node the card and earlier told us it was the North Node, right? Let's see what that card said here. Let me pull that out. All these different decks are relating to each other. Where's that North Node? I know I had it. North, oh, it was in the Zodiac card. Darn, where is it? All right, here it is. Right. This is the node card. See? North Node, which represents this right here. North Node. I'm hoping this is in the right direction because we have two. One with an underlined on it. And I forgot which one was which. But either way, it represents the node. And this card tells us it's the North Node. So this reading involves a Gemini and a Sagittarius. Okay. Let me do one more. Let me see. Let's do one more dice. That was only two. We wanted three. One more. See if there's another person here. All right, Spirit. Who's the third person here? Who's the third person if there is one? Oh, look. Taurus. Taurus came out. So this reading is about Gemini, Sagittarius, Taurus, and the future North Node. All right. If you resonated with this reading, please press the thumbs up button and join Spiritual Revelations Tarot. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.